Grey Cup preseason, they'll try to find a way as we get things started here in week number 21 to wind things down on the 2025 CFL regular season. The return from Isaiah Wooden out to the 43-yard line, and out comes Bo Levi Mitchell. 109 career wins. 2nd and 5 here for the Hamilton Tiger-Cats, trying to lock down first place in the East Division this evening, and Bo, touchdown! Tim White into the end zone. Got nicked as he was throwing, but Bo Levi Mitchell on point as he has his 35th touchdown pass of the season. And for Tim White, he's got half a dozen, 6.
Tim White with the post in the middle of the field. Bo throws right into the pressure. Too much expanded zone. Santos Knox can't get. Nice read by Tyree Adams.
Tremendous season for the Hamilton Tiger-Cats when he was healthy and at his best. Is this one picked off? And it comes back the other way. A big hit dropped by Addison. But immediately Deshaun Amos adds to his season tally as Tyree Adams picked off early. And downhill go the Hamilton Tiger-Cats after the touchdown pass. Take an inside run here and then flip the end around to Tim White. Why not? He's already got the wheels turning with the touchdown, and now they'll pick up a first down flying down that right sideline. A little flip from Bo Levi and Mitchell. You got to feel for Tyree Adams on that interception. Despite the interception, losing his footing and all the rest leads to this. He's using the waggle to the right. Do you really believe Bo's looking to the left for a purpose? That's the question maybe facing playoff defenses moving forward, as now he rips this one to Shamar Bridges, underused this year because of Lawler's explosion. But inside the 15-yard line goes Bridges with his 33rd catch of the season.
This is what's made this Ticats offense very difficult this season. Because as Bo's trying to climb the football and run,
tremendous season that they've had. As Mark Leggio,
speaking of tremendous seasons, great year for him.
He's probably one of the best offensive linemen in the CFL. We told Rev that. He said, yeah, I'm not going to let him butter me up before I play against him. I'm not going to take any compliments from anybody, as Greg Bell deserves plenty of compliments for the jump cut to the outside here and steps out of bounds at the 32-yard line. But what a move by Bell. Like, whether it's zone or man, they're just so focused on Kenny at all times.
Well, the underneath people should definitely be like, give them the hitch, play the corner route.
As this one knocks through, Mark Leggio. Adams, toughness beyond his 6'1", 180 size, is downhill. Destin Talbert flies in from boundary halfback out of North Dakota State, his second year with the organization, and makes the play. Tyree Adams looks to throw once again and rips this one, intercepted. Second of the ball game, and Reggie Stubblefield has it. Looking for maybe somebody to lateral to, but now will take off right up the middle. Now he does chuck it backwards. Stavros Katsantonis crosses the 50 and nearly has the football punched out by Khalil Pimpleton.
There's going to be a curl route right here, and then there's going to be movement to the outside, and it's going to look like it's an open play as the movement shows up. But then great recognition by Stubblefield saying, nope, I'm going to fool you that I'm going out, but I'm going to fall back in as that curl's thrown. Too much time, too late on the throw. Stubblefield, a really instinctual play. You're going to get first downs on second and medium.
We'll go with a flea flicker here. Inside to stand back, then Adams looking over the top. Justin Hardy! And Hardy dives to make the grab into Hamilton territory. What an acrobatic catch.
So you're going to get a post here and a second post, but there's the big thing is the flea flicker. So you're going to try to get the eyes distracted of the defensive backs. They get caught, and then in a chase position, Hardy does his best to run this ball down. That's a great throw by Tyree, but watch this concentration. Look the ball right into his hands. Excellent play. Destin tight places like he did on the flea flicker.
Drew Brown and Dustin Crum watching on as Tyree Adams goes to work, rips this one outside, comeback route complete, and just putting his head down. He might be small, but never afraid of contact, is Khalil Pimpleton, the most outstanding player nominee for the Ottawa Redblacks in 2025.
The one thing Tyree Adams has when I used to work with him is he's got arm strength. Watch him rip this football. He knows he's got the great location and great throw by Tyree.
Roll to the right once again, set it up for Stanback into the flats, dives to the end zone, and touchdown Redblacks. Williams stand back. Headed into the playoffs for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Taylor Powell, the backup quarterback. Bo Levi Mitchell, now 35 passing touchdowns on the season after throwing one to Tim White early on in this ball game. Looks for the wide side this time, and Kenny Lawler comes back and gets it in front of Lockridge, complete.
The trust that Bo Levi has in Kenny Lawler, as you see, this is it's not a one-on-one matchup as they starting to run.
With their 4-13 record, losing streak of 5 straight games at this point in the season, the same as Toronto ended their year. This is what happens when we have every sport on the planet being played in the same building here this evening. He is in the house, and so is Keandre Smith. Another pride of Hamilton. Across the 55 he goes. First down for the Tiger Cats.
The ability to throw the ball into the middle of the field. Bo Levi just spots this above the linebacker.
The 10-7 Hamilton Tiger Cats trying to lock down first place in the East Division tonight with a victory. As this one nearly intercepted, and Lawler's got it. First down for the Tiger Cats, and could have easily gone the other way for 6. As Colden looking for his 4th interception of the season. It'll have to wait this time over the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown! Tim White's got his 2nd of the ball game, and Bo Levi Mitchell has a new single-season career high 36 passing touchdowns in a single campaign. Make sure that the Jays game isn't playing with
There's no baseball.
Bo's checking in. As now into the backfield, Casey Sales, the rock of this defense. They're dialed in tonight, Luke. I think everybody can see that, especially just the scoreboard, but the way they're executing as we see Keandre Smith once again. And Luke, they leak him out the back door that time, just trying to find different ways to get these receivers open, aren't they?
They definitely are, and I'll say it, I think a lot of it starts with Kenny Lawler, obviously. When you're so focused on such a talented individual like Kenny. And
Mark Leggio lines up this field goal with the Toronto Argonauts MOP nominee Nick Arbuckle, who said, I don't understand why we in the CFL don't use the full width of the field, just stack all the receivers out by the sidelines. Came in and was trying to play savior when they were in a tough spot, did a good job of managing the game, as this time a flag flies as pass is complete. And Schultz with his first completion. Leading receiver for the Ottawa Redblacks coming into the ball game. He's at the bottom of your screen in motion. As they'll throw this one, intercepted, and Jamal Peters jumps the route. And the second half starts just like the first half started, despite a change at quarterback. Hoping to make some noise in the CFL playoffs. Schultz. Deep drop, looks into a window, throw that one complete. And it's Khalil Pimpleton finding a way. Oh, and that time they try to go naked bootleg, but the problem is Julian Hauser's the backside defensive end, Lapo. Not going anywhere.
You gotta play contain when you're a defensive end. Sometimes you don't do your job, you're gonna get beat, but watch Julian right here. Contain.
Matthew Schultz goes to work with pressure coming here and rips this one. Arm strength on display. Stavros Katsantonis in the ball game on 2nd and goal from the 3. Take the stand back. Schultz trying to get away, looks to throw, and the ball pops out. And it's into the waiting hands of Braxton Hill. For Matthew Schultz and the Redblacks offense. They thought they had just taken it away, and now the Redblacks are in the end zone. So Schultz, Matthew Schultz, so many good years spent in the Canadian Football League, some of them right here in Hamilton, and returns a trip to the end zone.
League actually put out a couple of things.
As Wooden returns this from his own 20 bobble, but now burst of speed across the 50 and tackled right at the 55.
Is probably the win against the Edmonton Elks at the end of the game.
Some ones that stick with you forever in CFL history is a big part of the Tiger Cats scoring attack this year. A money leg of 33, just like Ottawa and Hamilton, ready to do so midway through the fourth quarter as Matthew Schultz in the game. Tyree Adams was the starter, and now Schultz throwing down Phillip Oside. Desperation time, trying to create some positive momentum. And this one tipped up in the air and intercepted. Braxton Hill's got it at the 40. Daniel Adamaboye brings him down at the 30. But Schultz's second interception and the Tiger Cats' fourth of the night.
When you throw the ball quickly, and you're normally going to look immediately where you're throwing the football. So if you watch Braxton Hill, he's going to watch the eyes immediately.
Back out yet again. And rips this through the uprights, and what an honor for him as a double nominee. There's
On the phone, doesn't even care.
Schultz with pressure on, gets hit as he throws this one up for grabs. Picked off! They'll lateral it back. Reggie Stubblefield ends up with the football in his hands with Deshaun Amos. His second interception of the football game, and Hamilton's defense, count them up. Use your full hand. You'll need every finger. 5 interceptions.
Sell tickets. They get to make sure that you get as many guys healthy as possible. And another interception.
And Braxton Hill
having a day.
got himself another one here. As I'm not sure Hamilton coming up for the playoffs next week, depending on how things all shake out. But one final kneel for Bo Levi Mitchell. 11-7 as Bob Dice, and the now 4-14 Ottawa Redblacks